They told us it would be quiet tonight. The officer said it so calmly, as if he had already decided the night for us, as if the sky and the guns would obey him. I remember nodding when he passed, pretending I believed it too. It felt easier that way. Easier than admitting I had no idea what waited for us in that trench. By the time I climbed down, the light was already fading. The smell hit first. Wet earth, thick and suffocating, mixed with something older, something that had been sitting there long before we arrived. Rot, maybe. Or worse. My boots sank into the mud with every step, heavy and slow, like the ground was holding on to me. Like it knew I wasn't meant to leave. It was darker down there than I expected. Not just the kind of darkness that comes with night, but something heavier, something that seemed to press in from all sides. The walls felt too close. The air felt used. Even breathing felt like I was taking in something that didn't belong to me. There were men all along the trench, but they didn't feel like people anymore. Just shapes. Shadows shifting in the dark. Someone stood close to me, close enough that I could hear him breathing, uneven and shallow. He kept whispering the same words over and over again, like a prayer he didn't believe in. Keep your head down, just keep your head down. I never saw his face. I'm not sure I wanted to. For a while, there was nothing. Just the quiet. The kind of quiet that makes you listen too hard, that makes every small sound feel important. Boots moving in mud. A distant cough. The scrape of metal against wood. It almost convinced me the officer had been right. Then I heard it. At first, it was so far away I thought I imagined it. A low rumble, like distant thunder rolling across the horizon. But it didn't fade. It grew. Slowly, steadily, until it filled the air, until it felt like it was coming from everywhere at once. The ground beneath us began to tremble, just enough to make you question your footing. The first shell landed somewhere behind us. The sound wasn't just loud, it was violent, unnatural, like something had torn open the sky and forced it down into the earth. The shock of it passed through my chest before I even understood what I had heard. Everything went still for a second after, like the world itself had paused to listen. No one spoke after that. We just waited. Another shell followed. Then another. Each one closer than the last. Dirt fell from the walls, sprinkling down onto our shoulders, into our collars, into our mouths. Someone shouted further down the trench. Someone else started crying, quietly at first, then louder, until it blended with the sound of the bombardment. I pressed myself against the side of the trench, my hands against the cold, wet earth, as if it might protect me. As if the same ground that swallowed men could somehow keep me safe. My fingers were shaking, though I didn't remember telling them to. I had imagined this differently. Before coming here, I thought there would be something clear in it, something that made sense. Fear, maybe, but also purpose. Pride. Something to hold on to. But standing there, surrounded by noise and darkness, I felt none of that. Just cold. A deep, quiet cold that settled somewhere inside me and refused to leave. The explosions kept coming. Some distant, some so close they forced the air from my lungs. Every time one hit, I flinched without meaning to, my body reacting before my thoughts could catch up. Time stopped behaving the way it should. Seconds stretched. Minutes disappeared. All that remained was waiting for the next impact. At some point, I remembered what they had told us earlier. We would go over the top at dawn. The thought came quietly, almost gently, and settled in my mind as the shells continued to fall. Dawn. As if morning would change anything. As if there would be something left of us to send forward. No one said it out loud, but I think we all understood. The night wasn't something to get through. It was something that would stay with us, no matter what came after. I tried to close my eyes once, just for a moment, but it only made everything louder. The sounds pressed in harder when I couldn't see. So I kept them open, staring into the dark, watching shapes move that might not have been there at all. They said it would be quiet. But the night had its own voice. And it wasn't done with us yet. If morning comes, I don't know who I'll be when it does.